Hi guys, welcome to your third and final week of the Iconic Challenge. I am so grateful that you're here to join me for this class, and maybe your idea of yoga and your idea of what your body can do has changed a little bit. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more flexible or stronger in your body and stronger in your mind and content with your soul. So this week is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think that you guys are more than capable of doing it, as you've been able to build up the strength in your beautiful bodies. So without further ado, let's find a quiet space in your home, maybe put out a yoga mat, and let's settle into our bodies, taking some breaths, clearing breaths, and standing up nice and tall, feet together, picking up all 10 toes, just slowly dropping them one by one, really feeling nice and grounded in the mat here, having a micro bend in the knees and tucking the pelvis, so scooping the pelvis forward, shoulders back, chest out, and feeling nice and tall in this pose. Blinking the eyes open, taking an inhale and sending hands up, interlacing the hands at the top, index fingers pointing up, and taking an inhale and sending over to the right hand side. Just being gentle with your body here, holding for 3, 2, 1, and inhaling to come up. And let's go over to the left hand side. Just starting to open up the side body here, opening up the lungs and the ribs, feeling those intercostal muscles starting to spread open and coming up. And let's go for one more on the right hand side, maybe seeing if you can get a little bit deeper here and looking up, just changing the dynamic here, reaching out of the shoulders, inhaling to rise, and exhaling to go over to the left hand side, holding, growing here so you can get a little bit deeper. One more breath, and inhaling to rise, coming down, shaking it out, and let's find our all fours here on the mat. Making sure that you have nice square hips here, tucking the toes, and let's send it back into our first downward dog of the day. Maybe walking it out, feeling a little bit stiff in the hamstrings here. If you do struggle, you can start like so, and then with time push down into the heels, just making sure that you have a nice elongated, long, straight back, elongated spine. Taking an inhale, sending weight forward. Let's let the toes stay on the toes and let the knees just float above the mat, keeping the head and neck in line with the spine, and sending back. And inhale forward, floating, holding for 3, 2, 1, and exhaling, sending it back. And another time, inhaling, really starting to feel a fire in the quads here, firing up the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, and send it back. Inhaling for 1 last round, sending it forward, holding for 3, 2, 1, and stepping back. Coming to all fours, sending right hand up and left foot back, finding a nice strong pose here, gripping the mat, inhaling and exhaling to crunch. 1, and inhaling, and 2, and inhaling, and exhaling, 3, and sending it back, placing hand and knee back on the mat. Maybe readjusting, pushing out of the mat here with the right hand, sending left hand up, right foot back, making sure that the feet are flexed here. Inhaling and exhaling to crunch. 1 and 2 and 3. And placing hand on the mat, tucking toes, and let's step to the front of the mat. Inhaling up, halfway lift. And let's send hands up to find our Utkatasana chair pose. Making sure that the weight distribution is in the back, so you should be able to look down, see all 10 toes. You can pick them up maybe. Relaxing the shoulders, and the gaze is just maybe 1.5 meters of you. And slowly sitting down on the butt and opening up into a low boat. Now for this I'm going to show you some variations. If you are a little bit weaker in your abdominals, you can start like so. So just placing hands on mat and then taking an inhale and exhaling, pushing up. For those that are stronger in the abs, we're going to find a low boat, take an inhale and exhale to high boat. We're going to go for 10 reps. So getting ready with me wherever you are, taking a nice big inhale and 1, 2 and 3 and down, 4 and down, 5 and down, 6, stay with me guys, and down, 7 and down, 8 and down, 2 more, 9, keep with me, and 10, and extending out and going over, and let's come back to a chair pose and extending out of it. Awesome. So we're going to be doing a few of those low boats throughout the class, just firing up that abdominals here and just waking up that belly. So settling at the top of your mat, taking a nice big inhale, hands go up, high mountain, and exhaling, forward fold, bringing the knees to the shins here, or maybe to the knees or the quads, wherever you are, sending weight forward, and inhale, halfway lift. You can place your hands on your knees as well if you need a bit of an extension. And placing hands down, and let's step back to a high plank. Slowly lowering knees, chest, chin, extending out of it. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and exhaling, tucking toes, stepping back into a downward facing dog. Maybe finding some stillness here. Breathing, inhaling, taking right foot up, extending into a 3-legged dog. And stepping forward to find our first high lunge, making sure you root it down here. Let's bend the back knee, fire up the quads, just to float above the mat here. And let's go. 3, 2, 1. Extending out of it, sending weight forward, and then with control, floating to find a warrior 3. You can bring your hands to prayer pose here, and just making sure that you're nice and square. So bringing the hips down, breathing, and then opening up the body. Let's find our half moon. Breathing. If you do struggle, you can have a block here or something just to hold on to. Alternatively, you can reach out of it. Then slowly placing right hand down and then stepping back into a high plank. Again, I'm going to give you some variations here. So for side plank, if you're a little bit weaker in your side body, your obliques, you can start like so, and you can just hold it. Again, looking down for balance, side or up. If this is easy for you, you can then ground yourself on the mat and find your side plank. Once again, if this is still easy, readjusting, extending out and opening the leg. Let's go for 3 and open, for 2 and open, and for 1 and open. Bringing left hand down, flipping over into chaturanga, and inhaling upward dog, and exhaling downward dog. Bending knees, looking to the top of the mat, step jumping or floating. And let's find our Utkatasana. Once again, lowering down with ease. Let's find our low boat. You know where you are, you know what to do. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending out. Let's bring the legs over. And let's find our chair pose again. See if you can get a little bit deeper into the chair pose here, making sure that your pelvis is tucked. Extending out the arms now, straight fingers here. And let's rise up. Lovely, I hope you guys are still with me. Great, let's start at the top of our mats again. Going for the left hand side. Inhaling, hands go up. And forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, placing hands on mat. Stepping back, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. Stay with me. Inhaling, left leg goes up. And let's step to the front of the mat to find our high lunge. Finding a nice solid pose here. Feeling nice and grounded in the mat. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathing. Let's bend the back leg. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's give 3 pulses here. 1 and 2 and 3. Don't forget to breathe. Holding, sending hands back. Looking where you're going here. And with ease, let's float to find a warrior 3. If you struggle with balance, maybe place the tip of the tongue behind the teeth. Find your drishti point and just breathe. Again, you can bend the lower leg like so, and you can open up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Again, if you feel like that's easy, you can find some balance here and try to float the hands. Placing left foot down. Sorry, I'm a little bit wobbly today. Placing left foot and left hand down to find our side plank. Again, what I showed you on the one side, you can choose your variation. I'm going to go for our side crunches. And bring the leg up. Let's go for 3, extending, for 2, extending, and for 1, extending. Awesome. Rotating over, placing hands on mat. Nice straight body. Shifting weight forward and lowering for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's push up, pushing down into our child's pose. Maybe take a sip of water. We have built up some heat in the body here. Breathing out the mouth. Maybe rolling out the worries in your forehead. Great. If you've had enough, you can carry on with me. If you still want more of a break, you can pause the video. Finding yourself in a down dog again, let's bend knees, look up, and let's float to the front of the mat to find a malasana or child's pose. This is a very nice hip opening pose. So really angling the feet here, perhaps at a 45 degrees or 60 degrees angle, depends on where you are in your hips. Taking the elbows, pushing into the knees, and then really growing tall in this pose. Breathing. Just let it go. Any worries, any anxiety, just being present in your body now. Awesome. Placing hands on mat, I'm going to show you a little bit of a variation here. So I really like this pose. It's very fun for building strength in the abdominals, in the arms, triceps, biceps, and all in all just a really fun pose to do. So it's crow pose. I'm going to show you some variations. So for first timers, placing hands on mat, right? You want to get your knees balancing on your triceps. So you're going to be kind of doing that. If you are happy with this angle and you want to give it a go, you want to float the feet, maybe just picking up one foot at a time and making sure that you're looking forward, not down. Because if you look down, you're going to do a somersault. Again, this pose can be quite scary. I know I've fallen on my face many times. So if you want, you can pop a pillow in front of you, just to give you that extra confidence to be able to do the pose. For those that are familiar with the pose, we're going to place hands on the mat, get a nice strong grounding pose, making sure that the fingers are splayed, making sure that your hastas, so your hands are, hasta is Sanskrit for hand, is gripping the mat. You take a nice inhale and exhale, floating forward. If you are an intermediate or advanced yogi, you can place head down onto the mat and we can push up into a headstand or tripod stand. Still breathing here, bringing down the knees, finding your triceps again, and then pushing back. Great. Whew. And now I'm working up a bit of a sweat here. I hope you guys are too. Awesome. Lying down. Just starting to feel the body relax. Tuck our feet. Making sure that the fingertips can touch the heels here. Scooping that pelvis once again to get a nice flat back on the mat. We're going to take a nice big inhale. And exhaling to push up. Let's find our first bridge pose. Just opening up the front of the body here. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the hamstrings. And exhaling. Let's go for another one. Inhale. Pushing out. Trying to get your shoulders close together here. Maybe interlacing the fingers. Really pushing out of the hips. And let's just find some comfort here. If you want to change this up a little bit, almost feel like you're pulling the heels towards your shoulders. You can even lift up the toes. Really pull the heels towards you. You're definitely going to feel a nice strengthening in the sacrum area here, in the glutes and in the hamstrings. And holding for 3. See if you can push a little bit more. 2. And 1, exhaling, lowering down to the mat. Great, we're going to go for a shoulder stand here. So we're going to go up and over, getting the legs above the heart. So anything where the heart is lower than the rest of the body is an inversion. Really good to just flip your perspective quite literally and give the circulation or allow the blood to run in the opposite direction for what it normally does. It's really good at night even to just lie with legs up the wall, just to start calming down that nervous system. So placing hands on mat, making sure that you're looking directly above you. You don't want to look around. Neck is a very sensitive, it's all little sensitive muscles and bones here, so we really want to protect this. So taking a nice big inhale and swinging the legs overhead. Making sure that the back is supported here, so you can place the hands on the sacrum, making sure that you can tuck the elbows in. We can bend the knees to place on the forehead, and very slowly just picking the legs up one by one. I'm going to make sure that you're really pushing out of the shoulders here, really elongating the body, making sure that everything is tight. You don't want to be limp and anything, you'll injure yourself. So really nice and strong body here. Making sure that the knees and the calves and the thighs are pressed together. And slowly bring the legs overhead to find our plow pose. Finding a nice stretch in the hamstrings once again. Seeing if you can push out of the body here. So tucking the pelvis, getting a nice straight spine. Let's walk the legs over to the right hand side, feeling a stretch in the ICV. Maybe even in the back here. Let's walk over to the left hand side. Making sure to breathe still, guys. Back to center. And slowly with control, let's untuck. Placing hands on mat. And lowering down vertebra by vertebra. Relaxing now, maybe readjusting yourself. We're going to go into the final posture of the class, Shavasana or corpse pose. This is now your time to worship your body, to be grateful for movement, to be grateful for strength. Just starting to let the breath come back into its natural rhythm. Taking an inhale with me through the nose and soughing out. Taking another inhale through the nose and expelling through the mouth. Third and final one of the morning. Let's make it our biggest inhale and exhale. Inhaling, expanding, and exhaling. Getting all that stale air out of the lungs. Just closing the mouth now. Tucking the chin down slightly. Making your final adjustments and preparing for stillness. Breathing. Just knowing that you are whole. The good and the bad is what makes you. Your weaknesses determine your strengths. You are needed in this world, and each day, without even knowing it, you make someone smile or laugh or give them a reason to be happy, to have a purpose. Just extending that gratitude beyond yourself to those around you will change, will make the world of difference, will change your environment to a complete positive one. But also knowing that we are allowed to make mistakes and we are not perfect, but we need to endure pain and pressure in order to grow, in order to succeed in life, in order to become better versions of ourselves, to be better for yourself, but to be better for those around you as well. Just having empathy and love, because at your core you are completely love and whole. Working from the head, from the crown of the head down, the brows, the eyelids, the cheeks, relaxing that jaw, unclenching that jaw, relaxing the tongue and the roof of the mouth. Working down the neck, the collarbones opening up, feeling the backs of the shoulders resting on the mat. Working down the arms, the forearms, the biceps, the palms, and the fingers, just feeling them curl in naturally, completely relaxed. Working your way down the chest, your heart spaces, extending light and love to those around you. Down to the belly, feeling the rise and fall of the belly and just celebrating that we are alive, we are lively, and we have got so much to offer. Working your way down to your hips, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, the knees, the calves, the ankles, and just feeling the feet flop naturally to the side. Letting gravity work its magic, making you feel completely relaxed. Not allowing the mind to drift, just being completely present. Present in your body, present in this day, present in this time right now. If you would like to stay in this Shavasana for longer, I invite you to do so. If not, then maybe starting to add some movement to the fingers and the toes. Maybe rolling the head from side to side. Bringing the knees up, depending which side you would like to roll over. Right side is for relaxation, the left side is for empowering and for energy. So I'm going to roll over to my left. Just cradling the head with the lower arm. Maybe just adding a smile to the face, showing some gratitude for your body and its strength and the ability to move the way that it does, to carry you around every day the way that it does. Still keeping the eyes closed, pushing up out of the mat. Let's find a nice seated position, an easy position. Maybe finding an easy pose here. a half lotus, or a full lotus, wherever you are in your practice and whatever feels most comfortable. Placing the tops of the hands and the knees, surrendering all that you are. Taking a nice big inhale here, feeling the chest expand. And let it go. On the next inhale, sending the arms up to find a nice prayer pose at the top. Feeling each finger connect with the other. The left side joining the right side to become one, to become a union, to become divine within your body. Taking a nice big inhale, stretching up. And exhaling, bringing the thumbs to the heart space. Being completely satisfied with who you are. Taking another inhale. And exhaling to bow the head down to show appreciation to your body, to your mind, to your soul. The light in me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for supporting me the last 3 weeks and supporting my yoga, supporting Fitness Icon, supporting Bare Body. We are so appreciative for people like you. And again, please share us. Let's get out there. Let's show the world what we are doing. May you have a beautiful rest of your month, a beautiful August, a beautiful springtime. And yes, guys, thanks. Namaste.